Hello everyone, it's Julia here from Inflorescence Designs. For today's tutorial, we are making a beautiful woven dream catcher. You can find all the necessary materials in the description below or over on Thermoweb's blog. So let's begin. Start by wrapping the jute twine around your dream catcher ring. I am using Thermoweb's Fabric Fuse Liquid Adhesive to secure the jute in place. You can also use Thermoweb's Peel and Stick Fusible Fabric Tape as an alternative. Continue wrapping the jute twine all the way around. To finish, cut the end of the twine about 18 inches from the dream catcher. You will then tie a knot to create a hanging hook. Finish this step by gluing the end of the twine to your dream catcher. Trim the excess twine once the glue has dried. Next, we are going to create a guide for our weaving. I have chosen 12 as my number, so my pin guides are similar to the numbers of an analog clock. You may choose to use more guides or less, depending on the complexity you want your dream catcher to be. Once your guides are in place, you will need to grab the sinew. Cut a long piece and wrap it up on itself. Depending on the complexity of your dream catcher will determine the amount of sinew you will need. Even in this video, I needed to cut more sinew than I prepared, and that is easily done during the process. So don't worry if your cut is too short. To start the process of weaving your dream catcher, tie a triple knot at the top of the dream catcher near your hanging hoop. So let's begin weaving. Take your sinew and place it under the ring. Wrap it over the top and back through the opening. Tighten it near where your pin marker is. Repeat this same process all the way around the entire ring, making sure to tighten each time you go. In this video clip, you may notice that sometimes I go under the ring, while other times I go over. During this step in the process, either direction is fine. Once all the way around, you will need to continue the next set of weaving. Push your sinew up through the first opening and wrap it over, placing it back through the loop you just created. Pull tightly, making sure that the loop is in the center of each opening. Continue pushing your sinew up through the following opening and back through the loop you created, pulling tightly each time. This process will continue all the way to the very end. In the beginning, you'll use your hands to push the sinew through each opening. I suggest holding on to the loop in the opening you just created to make sure it does not slide around. At a certain point in the weaving process, the openings will be too small for you to use your hands. This is where the yarn needle will be used. Once you have reached the center of your dream catcher and can no longer weave any further, tie off the sinew. Let's add some embellishments. I am using the Rolled Rose Deep Etch die from Benzie Designs and my Crafter's Edge Crossover 2 die cutter to cut out my Benzie Felt embellishments. To create the Rolled Rose, I am using Thermoweb's HeatnBond Fabric Fuse Adhesive again. To make the rose, start by rolling and gluing the end of the rosette. Continue rolling and gluing as you go. There are little triangle pieces at the bottom of the rolled rose, and I like to glue them and add a little bit of heat with my iron to secure that glue. Continue gluing and rolling your rose. When you get to the end, there is a larger piece that you can then place over the bottom of your rose to create a nice finish. Again, I'm using my iron heat to help set the glue a little faster as I go. Continue making any embellishments you would like to add to your dream catcher. I created some more rolled roses, as well as I have Benzie Felt pom-poms, and I cut out some feathers and stars, as well as some circles, which I'll show you what I use those for in a bit. To make this project more fun, I am using Thermoweb's Glitter Dust Spray in gold. It adds a nice shimmer and touch to the finished product. Let's assemble our dream catcher. I am using a garland needle found on Benzie's website, as well as more sinew thread. To assemble the hanging felt pom-poms and felt feathers, begin by tying a knot, leaving enough sinew to attach to the dream catcher. Thread on one pom-pom, stopping at the knot. Tie another knot just on the other side of the pom-pom. Again, tie another knot about an inch or so above the previous knot where you want your next pom-pom to be placed. Repeat this process with however many pom-poms you'd like to attach. Once you have your desired amount of pom-poms, attach your felt-like feathers to the bottom. Tie them off when finished. To attach your feathers to the dream catcher, determine where you want them to hang. For mine, they are hanging at the 6, the 5, and the 7, as if it were a clock. Now we're going to add the rest of our embellishments. Using Thermoweb's Fabric Fuse again, we are going to glue our rosettes to the front of our dream catcher. This is where those felt circles come into play. We will glue the roses to the front of the dream catcher and use the back to put the felt circles on to hold them in place. Continue gluing on the rest of your embellishments. I finished up my dream catcher by adding some 3/4 of an inch stars. Once those were on, my dream catcher was finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today, and thanks for joining me.